payload in launch configuration. Towards the bottom of the picture, you can see our external carrier with the flex hose rotary coupler. The big can-looking structure is called the Mini Pressurized Logistics Module. It's 21 feet and has a diameter of 15 feet. It's about the size of a 25-passenger school bus, but this thing can hold 20,000 pounds of cargo. As previously mentioned, we will connect to Node 2 on orbit, so all our racks and all the cargo can be transferred to space station. The total weight is 27,915 pounds, of which 14,441 is that of cargo and system racks. And on the top right-hand side is our picosat experiment, and it weighs about 36 pounds. Oh, this is a fantastic view of the racks and the cargo inside the module. You can see some of the storage bags on the left and towards the back, and the big blue item on the right is called the Advanced Resistive Exercise Device. The team was also asked to add additional storage into the module. So between NASA and our international partners, Altec Alenia, the team came up with this concept. This allows storage bags to be stored inside the module on the aft end cone, and this allows us to bring up about almost 400 additional pounds of storage. We're also carrying 2 water recovery system racks, which will provide potable water through the reclamation of wastewater to include urine and hygiene waste. And of course, samples will be taken on orbit and brought back to be analyzed. Now comes what I feel is one of the most important racks, the waste and hygiene compartment rack. You know, as our family grows, that second bathroom can become very handy. Well, our ISS family is growing, and having a second toilet is a good thing. This rack was designed and built by NASA and our Russian partners. We're also bringing up a utilization rack called the Combustion Integration Rack. And again, this experiment will study combustion in a microgravity environment. Here is a picture of some more racks we're bringing up to support 6 crew capability. I call this the bedroom. We have 2 crew quarter racks, which are a personal space for sleep and storage of personal items. The living space is about 54 cubic feet, and that's about the size of a refrigerator. And this device is called the Advanced Resistive Exercise Device. This will allow our astronauts to continue staying in shape. And of course, our crew needs to have a kitchen in space. Express Rack 6, which we call the galley, is flying. It will provide a refrigerator, a freezer, and potable water dispenser. Here's a nice view of the flex hose rotary coupler on its external carrier. The total weight of the flex hose rotary coupler and the external carrier is 2,785 pounds, and the flex hose rotary coupler by itself weighs 452 pounds. And this last view is the Department of Defense payload called the picosat solar cell we just talked about a few minutes ago. Great. So those were very fantastic pictures, and I'm looking forward to this flight. But we're also carrying up 5 mid-deck experiments, which will be installed starting today around 3:30, and we should end around 9 o'clock tonight. The first one is called the General Laboratory Active ISS Experiment Refrigerator. The second and third mid-decks are the National Laboratory Pathfinder, conducted by the Department of Agriculture, which studies the effects of space on cells and vaccines. The fourth one is the Commercial Generic Bioprocessing Apparatus Science Insert, which is a third set of investigations that provides the K through 12 community opportunities to use the microgravity environment as part of the regular classroom to encourage learning and interest in space and science. On this experiment, they will examine the painted lady butterfly and an orb weaving spider. And the fifth mid-deck is an experiment dealing with sleep patterns. So in conclusion, my friends, many folks around this country and the world have been working on this mission for a long time, and I know we're all excited to see this launch and the launch of our payloads. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Kathy?
Thank you. Well, currently we're experiencing some isolated showers that are rolling through the Kennedy Space Center right now. That's our primary